Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. It's your boy Gio here, goofing and gaffing from Manga Geekdom. I'm joined by two amazing individuals. One, wait, this hand. One is voting for the Inhumans, which I thank a million
I did
times
vote.
over.
I voted for two Inhumans.
Thank you. And over here, damn it. Okay, and over here, DEI Harpy themselves. How you doing?
Doing good.
Let's
How are
freaking go.
y'all?
It's been a minute. I'm so happy. I'm always happy when it's the three of us. I'm like, yay, let's go. We're gonna have a super show. So tonight we're gonna go over all the previews for the month of May, all the cool manga releases. We got some reads, we got some hauls, we got some cool stuff sprinkled throughout. So stick around and grab a drink and all that fun stuff, and we're gonna get the show started by thanking our wonderful sponsor. That is InStockTrades.com, IST, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices that range from 25 to 55% off. Free shipping in the US at $50 in an order. Loyalty discount adds an extra 2% to that if you make orders on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service only at InStockTrades.com. Also, at some point, since we're already in May, this is the 1st of May, we will be doing the gift card giveaway valued at $50, open to anybody out there in the world. All you got to do is show up to one of the shows when we do it, hang out in the chat. We pick out a winner towards the end. And yeah, that's all courtesy of InStockTrades.com. Shout out to IST. Let me show the website real quick because there were some developments which I was not expecting. Some pretty cool stuff happened on Tuesday. We always do the deals of the week on Mondays. If you're interested, you can find out which books will get the high discounts if you watch the Monday stream. We reveal that towards the end. And we did not see this happening. They changed things around. They gave us the official list. That is emailed through us to us, usually in the weekends. And in the list, there were some books that I can't remember right now, but it was something else that was not DC, whatever. But they included in here Ashita no Joe Fighting for Tomorrow hardcover volume 2. That is a surprise deal of the week, 45% off. That is the lowest discount of that you'll see online, not on the Bozo's website, not on that Crunchtastic other site. Here, in Stock Trades, you get the good deals. Also, we have Die Dark. If you're a fan of Kiyo Hayashida, here's volume 8 at 40% off as well. And of course, your Marvel and DC. You got your new releases right there, like Catman. That's cool. Kanto. A bunch of other stuff I can't pronounce right now. And of course, your top sellers, which do really well. People are excited for that. And there are some sales, clearances, damages, red tags. And right now there's a new spotlight sale, this time on Star Wars books. So if you're a fan of Star Wars comics and you're missing some, now's a good opportunity to grab some of these trades, treasury editions. And I believe there might be an omnibus here or two. Regardless, yeah, go check this out. I highly recommend the Darth Vader one. That's one of my favorites for Star Wars books. So shout out that and more when you visit InStockTrades.com. We go over here. Stop. There we go. So everybody, welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing well. Javier, thank you so much. Look at that, 3 goats. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Did anybody haul anything before we start numbering off a bunch of books that are coming out?
I actually have nothing.
I just got, and these are things we're going to talk about in a second, but some early stuff from Square Enix.
Let's go.
There's the Otaku Love Connection Volume 2. Volume 1 was very fun, very cute. My Isekai Life Volume 19. I don't know about that series at all. The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses, Volume 12. This is the final volume, long-awaited final volume.
She remembered her glasses.
Fucking finally. She's finally got her glasses on.
They should do an epilogue where they're married into the future. They have kids, and then one of the kids goes into school and forgets their glasses, repeating the cycle all over again.
And then the mom, like, the kid is like, oh no. And then the last page is the mom being like, you forgot your glasses.
Right.
I used to do the same thing. And then On and Off, Work-Life Imbalance. That's the new debut from them for this month. And the big one, I guess I can also show, because I have it right here.
Oh no.
They Were 11.
Woo!
From Foe of the Show. Denpa Comics.
The show's foe.
Show foe. I'm gonna admit fully that I didn't realize it was this trim size.
I didn't know it was gonna be huge until
they never sorry to interrupt. They never updated the listing on the Bozo's website, so it had those measurements, and I thought it was just a copy paste from the Japanese, and that was it. But they actually went through with it. It's a bigger book.
Yeah, this is like a small trim volume, like a standard size that you'd get from like 7Cs.
Yeah, I mean, it's bigger than Kaoru and Nana, or Nana and Kaoru behind it, right?
It's the trim size of like the Dark Horse Deluxe editions, just paperback instead of hardcover. But I got the box because so I ordered it on Crunchyroll, and they sent it to me separate from the rest of my order. It was that I got 3 volumes of Natsume's that I needed. They finally put out the reprints of some of the early volumes, and the other thing that I got.
Yeah, that's the one I thought you were gonna show.
Bro, wait a minute! I gotta highlight you again.
Finally. It's so funny. I went into Crunchyroll literally just like, let me get the They Were 11, and I was like, well, let's see if there's anything else that I need for like that I can get free shipping with, and it was quite a bit that I had to put on there. And so I went on my wish list, and as I was scrolling down, I was like, all right, so Natsume, it's available. Then this guy's ready to go. I just got the base one. I got the black one because there's the black and the purple variant. And I just got the base one that does not have all the electronic stuff. But what's funny is even though it's not got all the electronics,
decapitation,
it still has the like plugs.
So technically you could do it yourself if you wanted to.
Somehow, I guess. But the other first 4 figures Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that I have doesn't have that. So it's pretty interesting that they left that in for this version of it. They're definitely FOMOing me though on the ultimate super duper version, because it comes with like iron gauntlets that you can put on him and like alternate heads and stuff, and it lights up and shoots fire and like does your taxes for you.
Literally shoots fire at your foes.
Yeah, so I was definitely like, oh man, should I have gotten that? But it was already like $140, and I'm like, that's good enough.
Are you gonna get Yami? Is it Yami that they're doing next? There's a teaser for.
I don't know. It depends on what's going on at the time, because this one I would have not been able to do it, but I literally had just gotten my tax return.
Well, what if I tell them you're a Yu-Gi-Oh super fan, and that they should send you a copy, review copy?
I mean, if someone wants to send me one, then I will gladly take it, and I will make a video just for that. But
this is not the same. But a long time ago, I messaged a root beer company, and I got them to send Jess review copies, review samples of a new root beer that they were doing or whatever at the time. This was like 7 years ago. So I don't know. I'll try and see what happens.
You never know until you did Jess like the root beer?
Yes, he did the video and everything.
Nice.
That is the strangest thing I've ever done. I don't know what compelled me. I'm like, hey, one of my co-host friends is a huge root beer fanatic. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll send him. And they just at the spot like, hey, when I read my books, I prefer reading them with my favorite root beer, and
That's
pulled up the
so
can.
funny.
It was amazingly bad and cheesy, but we loved it. Let me pull up Yami, friend of the show. Hold on. So this is the latest one, right? Yami Yugi Definitive Edition, $4.25.
Woof.
Almost the price of a Switch.
Buttholes. What's the regular edition of it?
Oh, damn it! I was not prepared for your inquiry. There are 3 editions: exclusive edition and the base one. The base one is $285, and the exclusive is $310. And then the definitive edition is $450, but they have it here for $425. So let's take a look at all 3.
Kazooie girl. I don't even know her name.
2D, I think.
Okay, so oh, I see. Okay, so the big difference.
This one does not light up. The middle one lights up.
Yeah, this is the base edition. He's just standing there, looking at you, with something on the hand. I don't know what's happening there. And then the exclusive edition has it lights up a little bit, I guess, and it has something in his hand, which I don't know what it is. Dog tag?
He's summoning a monster.
Ah, okay. And what's the dog tag? I don't remember that.
Dog tag.
He's got like a dog tag in his hand that he's holding.
Yeah. Is he a veteran in a war that we don't know?
It's got a little what are those things called that like have the little hieroglyphs in it?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't he be holding his pyramid?
Yeah,
necklace?
I don't know. Does he have the Millennium Puzzle in the like super duper edition?
Here it is.
That's the Millennium Puzzle?
That's what he's got. Okay, that's what it. Okay, so he's holding the puzzle and it's on fire.
That's how awesome he is.
I don't know. Like for that much, I don't think I'm gonna spring for that.
What a weird design.
I already have Yami Yugi anyway. Like from the other. Oh, hello.
I was not expecting her to show up. Surprised the hell out of me.
I looked like someone's YouTube thumbnail. Like
she works there.
I got the Yami Yugi figure.
Yeah. What is the difference between that? I don't like how the paint they used for the hair, for the red part of the hair.
I was just gonna say, why does his hair looks weird if from the back?
From the back, it looks like a random anime dude.
It looks like me in the morning.
So the difference is that, and then the super duper edition, which is the same price as the Switch 2, is this thing.
There she is again. It has the bigger base with all the like Super Saiyan, and it's got
all the Millennium items are there.
Yeah, okay. And then what does it say? Interchangeable hand
and
sculpt. So
you can have light up functions,
or without the not a dog tag.
A cartouche.
Cartouche is the word we're looking for.
What the fuck is a cartouche?
That is a cartouche. The little thing with the hieroglyphs on it.
Why is it on a dog tag necklace?
I don't know.
I'm very confused about the items that they have placed in this.
It seems like they could break easily. Just saying. I'd be worried. But this is cool. It's a shame there's no, like, they could have added a Karibo or something, right?
I will give them $50 for it.
And that's as high as I'll go.
That's like the pay today. If you pay now, it's $63.
Flex pay January 2026. Pay in equal monthly installments until the estimated completion. $47.22. So I'll give you $50. I'll pay them once and then never pay them again.
So
no, I'm not doing that.
What is stopping these places from like you not paying them again?
I mean, if you don't pay them, they don't send you the stuff.
Well, I mean, say it's not on pre-order, and you'd ordered it after the fact.
They're
gonna send it to you before you're done paying it. They're not gonna send it to you in 8 months.
Yeah, they send it. Well, they would send you to collections. It would hit your credit. I mean, technically, you can do that. Like, you can, if you don't care about your credit score at the moment. Like, if you don't need to get a car or a house or anything, then you can rack up all kinds of bad credit and just have free items. Technically.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for Yami Yugi.
Question.
Oh, yeah.
Why is this?
I'm gonna end up on that one. I don't remember that dude, but he's on like all the social platforms and he like judges people for their poor spending habits. And then they bring him like their income and like what their debt is, and he's like, so you have $300,000 in debt, and how much do you spend every month on eating at McDonald's? $300 a month?
Does he fix it, or is he literally just judge them and then they leave?
He judges them and like tries to give them advice, but often they'll just go in there and be like, I need to buy Starbucks 4 times a day every day. I'm just giving you like poor millennial examples. I need my avocado toast every morning.
Need to buy 10 avocado toasts every day. Otherwise, I as a millennial will disappear.
It would be me, and I would be like, no, you don't understand. I have to collect every Viz Media release that comes out. And I have to get every Yu-Gi-Oh statue. He's like, oh, you have to? You need it? You can't, whatever. You can't let one of those things go. And then I saw a video of him, and he was like, someone in the chat probably knows this guy's name. It's pretty funny. Like
Caleb Hammer.
Yeah, I think that's it. He popped up and this girl and he's like, you have how much debt? Because like, what is this? And she's like, I got a dog. And he goes, you got a dog and you went into debt because of the dog? And she's like, yeah, because of whatever. And this unexpected charge came up, or this unexpected expense. And he's like, you can never have a child. And she's like, yes, I will. And he's like, no, if you can't even like keep yourself responsible enough with a dog, you can't have a child. It was so funny.
Basically turns into a psychology session while he's trying to give financial advice. But I don't want that cost touching my bank account. Interesting. I do have a question though. While we're on the subject, before we move on, why is this for the retail price is $450, $425, whatever, and then Spyro Year of the Dragon with the skateboard is $530? What is the difference between?
He's got like
that.
He's got a skateboard.
That's an extra $100 worth of gratitude.
Is it because the little dude is there beside him? I don't know what the hell that is. Like
no,
a magical puff dragon.
Rad as fuck, man.
I love Spyro. Don't get me wrong, but damn. And then the Banjo-Kazooie ones that we saw earlier is Tootie. Right there. Pretty cute. $400.
I don't like that sculpt. It doesn't really look like her.
But can I interest you in a washing machine? Because we have.
Yes, I knew exactly where you were going with that, and I think it's hilarious that they actually made that figure.
What's your banjo? Some people would complain, but they're doing the whole line. They have the license, so they're doing every single character in that. So
I
if
think
you're
I've
a Banjo-Kazooie fan,
I've seen I think they did Jinjo, like a Jinjo before, and I think they did a Mumbo Jumbo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And they may have done the Pumpkin Banjo as well.
I think so.
This is kind of keeping in line with all of that stuff. And you know what? Like if I was the world's biggest Banjo-Kazooie fan, I would absolutely. Oh, there you go. Walrus Banjo, the Jinjos.
You got Jinjo, Walrus, Tootie, Pumpkin Banjo, Crocodile Banjo, Banjo Duet, Bee Banjo, Termite Banjo.
Man, I used to love this game.
Oh, I used to play so much Banjo-Kazooie. I gave myself nightmares.
It's great. I never played the sequel, but I love the original. I beat that thing way back.
I think Banjo-Tooie is the one that I played more, actually.
Really?
Banjo-Tooie is like, at least as good as Banjo-Kazooie. And there's little hidden things that are in the second game that connect back to the first game. Because there was plans for other stuff to happen with the franchise before Rare took it and went to Microsoft, basically.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So they never did Banjo 3E, but they did like Grunty's Revenge on the Game Boy and
Game
Nuts
Boy,
and
yeah.
Bolts.
I was just going to
Nuts
mention that.
on the 360.
What about Gruntilda? Would you own that? That's a pretty
The
cool
thing is, if I was only going to own one, I would just get Banjo and Kazooie.
I would get Washer Banjo.
And then from there I would expand.
I would get
the one right there in the middle, the one of Banjo Kazooie playing the banjo.
I would get this homeboy here. Why
Mumbo
not?
Jumbo.
Yeah. But then if you stare at his eyes, it's like looking at Ghost Rider with his penance stare.
Dude,
I would be scared of it.
Damn dog,
Like
we
you
see
wake
'em.
up at like at 2 a.m. and you turn the light on and that thing's looking right at you. Like, I don't know about that.
Place it right at the end of your bed.
Yeah.
Anytime you wake up, it's staring at you.
cursed idol.
Look at this. Look at this.
He looks like he was a Jinjo, and then he put on a skull face mask and it like fused to him and he can't get it off.
And now he's in eternal agony and pain for all the end of time because kids forgot to keep playing the game, so they're stuck in the cartridge in the 90s. And anyways, yeah. So that's that. Those are some really cool first 4 figures because we went down a rabbit hole. Thank you, everybody. That's the Care Bear statue. Why is it over 500? I don't know. The one figure that escaped me was their 36-inch tall Samus.
Yeah.
Fortunately, many years down the road, a year and a half ago, they reprinted, restocked, whatever, the smaller version of it, which is the one I own. I still would love to own the huge statue version, but I'm happy with the tiny one. That was like 150, which is okay for what it is. But then I looked at like anime figure reviewers on YouTube, and they were shitting over that statue. I'm like, you guys are no fun. Shut up. I don't care. They're like, this is still hard paint applications, and the sculpting is this and that. I'm like, shut up. Oh my god. Okay.
Shut up! It's a cool looking thing.
It's my girl. It's Samus. Leave her alone. Jesus. It's a badass. Anyways, back to manga. You want to do the list now, or what?
Yeah, I can start.
Okay. I relinquish all power to you, sir. So go right ahead.
Let me pull it up.
Wait, I do have some comments while you do that. Wait a minute. Heath, initially I didn't realize that this release of They Were 11 was going to collect the original and sequel stories. It was a welcome surprise. Yes. Except for the Witch Hat Atelier Coco figure rerun, I'm going to try my best not to buy any more figures, at least not in this current economy. H-Field, if you saw my Detolf and the stuff I have pre-ordered through Ami, oh boy, there's a bunch of stuff.
I don't have the space. I don't have space for this guy right now. Like, I have to spend some time this weekend, like putting things places so that I can put him somewhere nice. But
Still
yeah, I
hunting
don't
down
have
Natsume's
space right now.
volumes. I want to start hunting down the volumes, but the idea of it frightens me because it's spending money. So we'll see what happens.
I think I started buying them at a decent time because most of them were still available.
Yeah.
And it was just, I guess, 7 of them were not out of 20 whatever at the time. And I just, 3 of them got reprinted, and I think they're gonna move forward and reprint more later. So I'm just waiting.
Anyway, I will say 4, 5, and 6, which were out, are available as well. So they've been slowly bringing them back.
Yeah, those are. I got 3, 5, and 6. That's the ones I needed. So I'm starting off. I've got Viz, Kodansha, Yen, Seven Seas, and then the rest of the stuff is on Crunchyroll.
Take it away.
It doesn't look like there was anything from Titan, so I didn't pull them up. But anyway,
No, they got nothing this month.
so coming from Viz in May, in the
Can
first
you
week,
zoom in a little bit? Sorry to keep butting in. Or if is that? I mean, you're using a Mac, right? So you can. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah. Thank you.
So starting off, first week, we've got Blue Box 15, Chainsaw Man 18, Colette Decides to Die Volume 3, which
Nice.
of course be Volumes 5 and 6. Dark Gathering Volume 13,
Nice.
In the Name of the Mermaid Princess Volume 6,
One more, and we'll have that complete.
Kagurabachi Volume 3, Like a Butterfly Volume 12, which as you can see, they're telling us is the final volume of this series.
Yay, new opening.
Queen's Quality Volume 22, which that one's ending really soon.
3 more volumes.
Pretty soon. Sakamoto Days 17, The Elusive Samurai Volume 15, The King's Beast Volume 15, Wolf Girl and Black Prince Volume 13, and You and I Are Polar Opposites Volume 5. Then starting up on the 13th?
Yes.
The 13th is Dr. Mashiruto's Ultimate Manga Techniques, which is not technically a volume manga, but it's fun. So
if you're a Shonen Jump fan, and you want to create comics, it's a good book to pick up.
And it's just fun because it's like kind of getting some new Toriyama work, but not really. But you know, it's worth mentioning. Fly Me to the Moon, Volume 28, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Volume 13. I want this to end this love game, Volume 6, Mao, Volume 20. And Josh wants you to buy that. I'm just going to say it so he doesn't have to.
Thank you. I was going to make that joke, but thank you.
Not So Shoujo Love Story, Volume 1. I find it funny that they spelt it with the U because Viz is the one that kind of like
took the U out of it.
Yeah, with Shoujo Beat, which I'm fine with because I type one less character. Okay.
But, conspiracy theory. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it because it's a webtoon?
I don't know.
Maybe because the creator used the U.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think like they probably consulted with the creator or like the original licensor and they were like, yeah, we want to keep it spelt that way.
I prefer the U. Like I just think it looks better that way.
I prefer no U because I don't like you.
I don't know. I'm weird. I learned about the word without the U, so now it's weird when I type it. So
I'm not in Canada. I don't use extra U's.
I say it like in Spanish. Shoujo.
You don't use extra U's?
Yeah, I use the bare minimum of U's.
But you know what U's are good? Yoo-hoos.
A great conversation.
Moving on, Persona 5 Volume 13, Sakura Saku Volume 7, and we have a debut, Snow Angel Volume 1. Nice. Colleen, I'll let you talk about this debut.
This is a really good drama series about a girl who ends up having to be a caretaker for her family. And to do so, she has to give up on her dreams and going to college. And then her childhood friends come back in town and they help her break the trauma that she is going through and try to get her to be independent and not let her family take advantage of her. So really good drama romance series.
How long is that series?
4 volumes, so it's going to be pretty short.
It's not long at all. Then we've got Spider-Man Octogirl Volume 2, which has the superior octopus right there,
Right.
which is when Doc Ock he still had Peter Parker's body, like a clone body that he made. And he starts working with Hydra. So it's basically Doc Ock is a Nazi in this form.
Charming.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Otto Octavius.
So we're getting Nazi Doc Ock in this one, and then Spy Family official anime guide.
Mission report.
We're all dying here.
It's okay.
Spy Family, the official anime guide, mission report 221001-1224. After God Volume 4, and then this is actually the 20th, the third week. After God Volume 4, Cosmos Volume 1. This is from the creator of Beelzebub and Hardboiled Cop and Dolphin. Which
gone too soon.
Yeah, that was one of my, like, whenever people talk about canceled titles that they wish could be brought back, that's one of my top ones.
Right.
That one was such a fun little title, and it sucks whenever you can see like they're rushing something to the end.
And it had a ton of potential.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like just getting into its getting really into its stride. As far as plot goes, I want to say Hiroyasumi Volume 5, Hunter x Hunter 3-in-1 Volume 2, Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 26. They already did the I'd win, so that was in the previous one. Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt Volume 23, Mujina Into the Deep is the newest one for Asano.
Volume 4 just came out, by the way, because I saw a picture of Asano with his copy. So we're nearly there, catching up.
That's not fair. Why does he get a copy and not me?
Right.
Trillion Trillion Game Volume 5, and then a bunch of digital Astro Baby, Fabricant 100, and
I will add, Astro Boy is pretty awesome. If you guys want to check something out of those four, go check out or those two. Sorry, Astro Baby is really fun.
This is digital only, right? Yeah. Why are they doing it one volume at a time? Because usually they do it like this, where it's everything at once. Anyway, moving into the last week of the month, the 27th, Steel Ball Run. This is going to be my most anticipated of the month. Absolutely.
That's your pick of the month.
Yeah, that is my pick of the month. You can jump in if you've never read JoJo's before. I'm going to tell you, like, fight me. I don't care. Like, you can skip parts and come back later.
I mean, technically, it's an alternate timeline, whatever. So
yeah, there's a lot of references. Like, it helps if you know some of the stuff that happened beforehand, but it's not like detrimental. But it's not even like the series was written with the intent of people being able to jump in at any part. It's written very much like a Western comic, where like you don't need to have read everything to enjoy it. But it does help the overall experience if you have read it. But this one is the beginning of a new universe, so it's the easiest one to jump into without previous knowledge. And I always tell people, like, if you want to get into JoJo's, but the first part, second part, whatever, if it just doesn't intrigue you, just look at what there is and jump into what you like and go backwards later. Fill in the blanks. And then The Art of the Boy and the Heron is the last book from Viz. So that's it for Viz in May.
Bye.
Now, Kodansha, I'm going to skip all the digital stuff and just mention the print. Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You, Volume 7. Love on the Horizon, Volume 2, which is the final volume. Medalist, Volume 8. Snow and Ink, Volume 3, which is also the final volume. Thunder 3, Volume 4, which is not the final volume. If you enjoy Gantz and anything else that Hiroya Oku does, then you need to pick up Thunder 3 because it's probably also Hiroya Oku.
Allegedly.
Tune into the Midnight Heart, Volume 1. Did you know anything about? I don't know anything about this title to like talk about it much.
It's about a kid that listens to a podcast about these girls that sing or whatever, and they quit, and he's devastated. So he's stalking and tracking these people down to a new high school, and he's looking for Apollo, who's the person that made the show or whatever. And Apollo doesn't want to be revealed. He doesn't know which of the 4 girls it is, so hijinks ensue. But I like the idea that it is podcast inspired. That's pretty cool because I do podcasts. So yeah,
I might check that one out. See how that one goes.
the art looks good, and I like the whole neon font thing, which is my vibe with the purple colors. So that's cool.
And then we wrap up the first week with the Vinland Saga Deluxe Edition Volume 7, which is going to collect up to Volume 21. And this is the first of presumably 2 that are going to be green covers.
Yep.
Moving on to the 13th, everyone's favorite digital title, Gang King. Save it.
29.
Come on, Kodansha.
29 volumes?
Jesus.
I feel like we were just making fun of volume 1.
Gang King waits for no man.
What the hell? How is it so long and I've literally never heard of this fucking thing?
Because it's a digital jail.
I'm so confused.
Trying to keep good series down.
Yeah, like Gang King.
KX Yaku, Bound by Law, Volume 6. Manchuria Opium Squad. I don't remember this one.
They announced that last year as a one of the summer cons as an announcement, and people were upset that it didn't get a physical.
Riot. We're gonna riot for Manchuria and for Gang King.
Yeah, just those 2, and definitely not Chihaifu.
Yeah. Medaka Kuroiwa is Impervious to My Charms, Volume 11.
That got an anime last season. It's getting a season 2 as well.
Ninja vs. Gokudo, Volume 7. This is the final box set for 7 Deadly Sins. Versus, Volume 3. And One Dance, Volume 12 by Coffee.
Gonna one dance.
I need a one dance. I was reading volume 11 not long ago, and I came in, and it was like the last book on the stack of everything I needed to read. I was like, I need a one dance.
I need to read one dance.
It's getting an anime as well.
Yeah, I'm very curious if the anime is gonna have any of the licensed music in it.
I doubt it,
because it will be very expensive.
Yeah,
if it does,
they'll probably use original songs.
If it doesn't, then it's gonna suck. Because it relies so much, like the dances in the book are choreographed to that music, so they're gonna have to like redo. I don't know. It's probably gonna be like the movie Prom Queen. They couldn't use licensed music, so the composer created new music that sounds like you can tell what the songs are supposed to have been
in
the movie. So it sounds like them, but it's not actually them, just so they could use that for that movie. Anyway.
So funny.
Real quick. Thank you, Kane. Appreciate it as always. Thank you.
Good evening. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro 19. Just one more volume of that one. Dracue Volume 3. That's the end of this short-lived vampire series.
I hate that it ended. It has a fun concept.
I really liked the first couple volumes.
Yep.
Go-Go Loser Ranger, Volume 13. I was reincarnated as the 7th Prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability, Volume 15. This one has been forever since there was a volume released. Life Lessons with Uramichi Onisan, Volume 5.
So long.
Yeah, I don't even, like, at least, 3 years or something?
Yeah, I can't even remember when I bought Volume 4.
Don't Toy With Me ended in Japan, but we still don't have the finale over here.
Yeah, there's just Volume 20 is the end of it. Origin Volume 10, which is the end of that one. So
Foe of the show. Goodbye.
I have that.
Shofo Bo Ichi.
Faux show.
And then on the last week from Kodansha, we get a condition called Love Volume 13. What's the last? Is the last volume 16 or 17?
It'll be 18. I thought it was
18?
volume 17, and then I was off because I'm always off on the last one because the last one doesn't come out until the last chapter, and then the last chapter will come out at the same time as the previous volume sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I get confused. But volume 18 should be the last volume.
Okay. So there's not that much longer for the English print of that one. Honeko Akabane's Bodyguards, Volume 3. That one's been pretty fun so far. I just read Volume 2 this week, so it's on my mind. Magus of the Library, Volume 8. Past the Monster Meat, Milady, Volume 8. Have both of y'all been following that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I
fun.
never got into it, and I know that both of y'all read it, so I feel like I need to.
You would
Yes.
like it, Riley.
The anime is scheduled for the fall or maybe next year because it got delayed twice.
Oh, it got delayed again?
Yeah.
Shimazaki in the Land of Peace, Volume 4. This is the one with Mads Mikkelsen.
Shout out.
Spacewalking with You, Volume 1. Y'all were just talking about this one. I'll let one of y'all talk about it because, well, Colleen, you were the one that said you read the first chapter, right?
Yeah, I read the free chapter they provided, and it was really good. It's the kid on the left there in the cover is on the spectrum of some sort. They never really said autism exactly, but it was very clear he has some sort of mental disability in that regard. And the kid on the right kind of starts to get to know him and realizes he also has some of his own troubles with mental processing and stuff. And it's a very good first chapter. So I'm excited to read the rest of that.
Cool. Then we've got That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Volume 26.
Let's go.
Ayakashi Hunter's Tainted Bride, Volume
Let's
2.
go.
Vampire Dormitory, Volume 13. And we end the physicals on Vinland Saga, Volume 14. This has volumes 27 and 28 of the Japanese edition. So that will be collected in the 9th and 10th hardcovers or deluxe hardcovers. So we're not too far behind in the deluxe editions, but we know that the series is going to wrap up soon in Japan. 29, 30 volumes total. I don't know. So it'll be at least 15 of these and at least 10 of the deluxe hardcovers. And that's it for Kodansha. So we're moving on to Yen Press, which most of their stuff is all in like 1 week as usual.
Look at that cover for Bungo Stray Dogs. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, these are really great. Naomichi Pedal Volume 27, collecting volumes 53 and 54 of the Japanese. We're still significantly behind. It's on like 80 something in Japan right now.
God. I thought you were gonna say like 40. Sorry.
No, there's 80 something volumes in Japan, and we get 2-in-1s, but they never release faster.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of being released at the same pace, so we're just not going to catch up
unless it ends.
Unless it ends. A Business Proposal Volume 9, 10 should be the last one.
I love that website scrolling,
dude. I hate
it's so annoying.
Kill the Villainous Volume 2. A new series from Eyes is Murderous Llewellyn's Candlelit Dinner Volume 1 and Solo Leveling Volume 12. Just one more volume of that one. 13 will be the end. I don't know why this light novel showed up. That's gross. They have it labeled as manga.
Ugh, liars.
Gross. The Perks of Being an S-Class Heroine 4. Another debut from Eyes this month. The Villainous is a Marionette. Volume 1. The Villainous Turns the Hourglass, Volume 7. The World After the Fall, Volume 10. Unholy Blood, Volume 6. A Certain Magical Index, Volume 30. And here's another debut, A Witch's Life in Mongol, Volume 1. Did
Nice.
you read any of that series, Colleen?
I haven't read any of it, but I know the premise if you want me to like
Yeah.
recount it.
Yeah.
So it takes place during the Mongol Empire, obviously. This girl is like into science and like learning science stuff. And she ends up working as I don't know the particular terms and everything, but I'm just gonna say a maid. She works as some sort of like helper assistant for one of the queens of the Mongol Empire or whatever. And the queen isn't happy with the current empire and the trajectory it's going, and she's not happy with it either. So the two of them kind of work together to try and change it. Is what I've seen the description as.
I talked about it on my video that I put out every month, and I struggled a little bit trying to pronounce all the fancy words. So I'm looking it up, and she's the sixth wife of the second great Khan. Let's just say that.
Okay.
So if you like stuff like, never mind. Go ahead, keep going.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Aqua and Bambi Volume 5, Black Summoner Volume 5, Bungo Stray Dogs Volume 25, Cheerful Amnesia Volume 6. This is the final volume of this series. The premium collection of Tokyo Babylon Volume 7. So that wraps up this release of Tokyo Babylon. Doodles by Ryoko Kui, Daydream Hour. So this was the kind of art book type thing for her. Creator of Delicious and Dungeon, of course. We're in the 27th now, by the way. So a lot of their stuff was on they had some stuff on the 20th, like the Eyes Press, and then all of the actual manga is on the 27th. Everyone's Darling has a Secret Volume 2, From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman Volume 3. Here's a debut, Horror Collector. Did you know that one, Gio, the description?
It's a dude that hangs out in like the internet forums and hunts down like creepypasta and like urban legends, and it's only 5 chapters, so it's a one and done book.
Oh,
he hunts down like if there's like a creature monster that's terrorizing kids because of the urban legend, whatever.
Yeah,
you call the Horror Collector, and he shows up. I don't know.
They put a 1 on the cover, and I realized they don't have a 1 next to the volume on the title. Kindergarten Wars, it's one that, of course, a ton of people were anticipating, and a lot of us thought it was going to go to Viz, but Yen pulled a surprise and licensed that one, and it's finally coming out. Liar Liar Volume 2, Miss Savage Fang Volume 3. This is a final volume. Phantom Invasion Volume 1. I don't know anything about this title, but it's got some personality. Obviously,
it's not safe for work isekai monster girl harem ecchi series.
That's a lot. Pink and Habanero Volume 3, Volume 10. So what's wrong?
I like how we go from that to something wholesome like Pink and Habanero.
What's Wrong with Getting Reborn as a Goblin Volume 8, Stardust Family. This is another single volume 1. Did you have the description on that one, Gio?
It's about kids that they get to choose their parents instead, like a reverse orphanage system, and the kids are entitled a-holes, and then some parents show up and they're gonna do the plot twist of being different. There's a secret involved or something.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale Volume 2, Takahashi from the Bike Shop Volume 2. The first volume of this one I really liked, so if you want a good slice of life, I recommend it. BS Situation of Togetsu Umidori Volume 1. Do you know what this one is? So you've already done your video. I haven't. So
it's about a girl that is going through some stuff, and she befriends the girl with the hoodie. She befriends the other schoolgirl and starts like invading her life and living with her, and is asking her to take down some potential bad guys. But you don't know if she's actually crazy or not. So
is it BS or not?
Yeah, the BS is exactly for what you guys are thinking of.
Shiunji Family Children Volume 4.
Wait. Hold on. Scroll up.
Shiunji
I am
Family.
watching the anime for that. That is single-handedly one of the dumbest shit I have ever seen in my entire life. It is so bad that I get a thrill when there's a new episode. I'm like, how can this show get dumber? And
Is it worse than Rent a Girlfriend? How did he?
Rent a Girlfriend is fantastic next to this garbage.
That's crazy.
Because the entire premise, okay, they find out they're not siblings, and now they're like, it's like they unlocked their pheromones and horniness, and now they're like, should we do it? Should we not? But we're brothers, we're siblings. I don't know. And then that's the whole plot, at least for 4 episodes now. And the one sensible person is the guy who's like, I am your brother. We are siblings, and I care about you. And then the girls are like, no, but like let's get it on. I'm like, what is happening? And then one girl is like, incest is forbidden because blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, and there are medical complications related to why you shouldn't do it. But she's more like fascinated by the taboo. I'm like, you're not that smart if you don't know the medical implications of it. But whatever, it's dumb. If you want to get a good laugh and be frustrated, go watch it. But I don't support the manga. Don't buy this book. Sorry.
I can't wait to read it on my next live stream.
And then they got like an extremely talented creative studio to make it. I think I mentioned it was Doga Kobo or somebody. And the voice cast is insanely great. Like fantastic seiyus for such a garbage of a show. Damn it. Anyways, continue.
I remember
I had to get it out of my system.
Getting that from like Yen sent me that first volume, and I like immediately know. This Monster Wants to Eat Me Volume 4, Tsubaki-cho Lonely Planet Volume 10, When I Became a Commoner, They Broke Off Our Engagement Volume 5, and Oshinoko Volume 10.
Monster Wants to Eat Me is great. I'd recommend that. Go read that.
This wraps up Yen Press, and we move into Seven Seas, which is a little harder because they don't have the titles on here. So like
I see some there's a lot of stuff there. Okay.
There's also a lot of I didn't have time before jumping into the show, but there's a lot of novels as well. Yeah. So forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
I forgive you.
On the 6th, Beetle Hands.
That's the spin-off from Beetlejuice.
Oh, I can just hover over it and it'll give me the title, so that's fine. Beetle Hands Volume 3. I've heard good things about this, but I never checked it out. This is a light novel. Barbarian's Bride Volume 3. I Want to Escape from Princess Lessons Volume 2. I abandoned my engagement because my sister is a tragic heroine, but somehow I became entangled with a righteous prince. Manga Volume 3. One of the Ultimate Geo series, Kimono Jihen Volume 16.
Oh, Kimono Jihen. Sorry, I was looking at something. Yes, let's go. I'm excited for that.
2.5 Dimensional Seduction Volume 14.
Not that.
I Can't Refuse S Volume 6, which I believe is the last volume. Pet Shop of Horrors Collector's Edition Volume 2. A Tale of the Secret. That's a light novel. Sorry. Isekai Affair. 10 years after defeating the Demon King, the hero cheats on his wife with a warrior woman who lost her husband. Volume 2. It's a fantastic title right there.
Yes.
I also love that on the cover you can tell they didn't even try, like they're just, this is the title and there's the other bullshit off to the side. Monster Musume Volume 19, which is getting hardcover re-release. Just announced last week. Monster Musume Deluxe Edition hardcovers, which won't be Dark Horse size. They're going to be like the size of Girl on the Other Side.
Yeah.
But those
are mummy monster girl. What's happening there?
Looks like it. That should be Yami Yugi's.
I was just gonna say it's a Yami Yugi monster girl.
It's hey, you want to go that route with Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay, cool.
That's the Pharaoh's girlfriend, dude.
Nice.
This is the light novel of Kuma Bear. Too Many Losing Heroines, Volume 3 manga. Nice. 10 Things I Want to Do Before I Turn 40. That's a single volume release. Bastard webtoon, not the not the manga that Viz used to publish. This one, if you are a fan of killing stalking, this is going to be one for you. One of the best ones coming out this month.
Please
Betrayed
open
by
that.
the hero. Betrayed by the hero, I formed a MILF party with his mom.
Can you open the? Can we see the picture? Because her breast is over the font. That is amazing. Holy crap!
Let's see what the computer enhance. So here's volume 2. That's all we got. So not as good. We don't have any boobies.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Title.
Yeah.
But hey, double the moms, double the fun.
Let's go.
After getting kicked out of his first adventuring party, one man is ready to give them a mother of a time with his brand new MILF party. Get ready for hot moms and revenge in this fantasy isekai tale.
Nice. I could see that getting an anime and people like getting excited for it, sadly.
I can see people being like, isekai is terrible, except this one.
Except this is peak isekai, and they make a video essay on it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It gets like 100,000 views, because why not?
Fire in his fingertips, a flirty fireman. We're in the 13th.
Going. Wow.
A flirty fireman ravishes me with his smoldering gaze, volume 8. Light novel. Though I am an inept villainess, Tale of the Butterfly Rat Body Swap in the Maiden Court, volume 7. I ship my rival X Me, the comic / manga, volume 3. My girlfriend's not here today, volume 4. Magical Buffs, the support caster is stronger than he realized, volume 3. Shujinko Nikki, volume 3. This one just ended or is about to end.
About to, yeah.
Diary of the Female Lead, Shujinko Nikki, volume 3. The Two Perfect Saint, tossed aside by my fiance and sold to another kingdom, volume 2. Light novel, Danmei novel. The Lady Knight and the Beast-Eared Child, volume 3. This is the Shotokan one.
Which one? Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is they got a lowly character in there now too. Damn.
It's a checklist for all the demented people out there.
Got it. What
else can we add?
All the comments that I'll see, like usually it's like people in Discord calling, like people like y'all will share a screenshot and it'll be like a comment and they say all this stuff. And they're like, I am a lolicon or I am a Shotokan person. And it's like, oh God. My lovey-dovey wife is a stone cold killer, volume 7. Danmei, Suitable Fetish, volume 3. Monster Marriage Shop, volume 3. That one is also a Geo series.
I have the first 2 volumes. I'm not gonna deny that. That's the last
only
one.
A Geo series because you told me about it.
Yeah, no, it's silly, it's goofy, it's a ecchi rom-com with like monster people, and it's a dating service app or whatever.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Danmei, Only I Know the World is Ending and Getting Killed by Rampaging Beast Only Makes Me Stronger, volume 2. Heroine, Saint, no, I'm an all works made and proud of it. Manga, volume 3.
Yeah, get it.
You have to read it like that every time. Home Sweet Home, we're in the 20th now. Home Sweet Home, volume 2. Adored by an Elite Officer, Could This Be Love, volume 1. Choking on Love, volume 2. Cat from Our World and the Forgotten Witch, volume 5.
That's the last one.
Oh man, it's already done.
It's over. I love that cat.
Self, Pupil of the Wise Man. Oh, it's a light novel. God damn it. Red Night Market, volume 2. I'm gonna go like whip myself for doing that, flog myself.
Our resident light novel expert Bean Queenie is not here. She's in Japan, so we can continue crapping on the light novels. Sorry.
Loving Moondog, volume 2.
Checking in.
Yeah. I'm in love with the villainess, volume 8. She's the strongest bride, but I'm stronger in night battles. A harem chronicle of advancing through cunning tactics, volume 3.
That is heavy, not safe for work stuff.
Chronicles of an Aristocrat Reborn in Another World, volume 12. My Wife Has No Emotion, volume 8. It Takes More Than a Pretty Face to Fall in Love, Volume 2. And on to the final week, Cutie and the Beast, Volume 4. I'll Forget You Starting Today, Senpai, Volume 1. Fairy Cat, Volume 1.
That's one of my picks of the month.
About a very tiny cat.
Tiny cat. It's a fairy, but it's a cat. Remind me by the end of the stream, I'll show off some preview images because people need to see it. It looks so cute.
I didn't pause to say anything about the other debuts here. The Adored by an Elite Officer.
That one is very not safe for work, and I had an awkward time at work while I was looking for preview images for my video, and I stumbled upon what this is. I'm like, no. Okay, I can't open that here.
I truly, it's really big for like smut manga for women, but I truly hate the smut manga that has like a military officer, a police officer, a fireman. Like I hate any like uniformed, like government employed. All of them, I'm so put off by it.
That's my favorite.
So I have no idea about this one or Fire in His Fingertips or whatever.
Fire in His Fingertips is fun. I don't care.
I've seen some stuff from it and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It's just like, it's been a while since I read it. But
it definitely seems like typical like porn setup.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's great. They'll just like be like doing random shit and then something will happen and they'll just start fucking. It's literally just
okay.
They're like, oh, I'm organizing my Tupperware in the kitchen. Oops, I dropped one. Then bends over and the fireman comes in. And then they start fucking. That's the vibe. That's not an exact situation, but that's the kind of what happens.
But hey, people like it. Go for it. As
long
as you're not
I love it.
Hurting anybody, go for it.
Sometimes like smut scenarios, even if they are like either A, unhealthy in real life or B, unrealistic, I'm just like, they're kind of funny.
Yeah, that's why I like that series because it's so ridiculous, like how much like every chapter is like they just get into some everyday circumstance and then just drop trow right there. Yeah. The other do you know anything about I'll Forget You Starting Today, Senpai?
Give me a second. You can keep going, but give me a second.
Gio,
I did, but I forgot.
Okay.
I did, but I forgot. Sorry. My memory. Yeah.
Slow Life Another World, I Wish, Volume 8, Ayakashi Triangle, Volume 15. I think 16 is the last one on that one.
I think so, yeah.
Time Stop Hero, Volume 12. I always think about Clock Stoppers when I see this. I'll remember that Nickelodeon movie from back in the day.
Yeah.
Free Life Fantasy Online, Immortal Princess, Volume 10. Missing O, Volume 2. The Elf Sisters Can't Wait for the Night, Volume 2.
That's not safe for work.
Oh, yeah. Reincarnated into a Game as the Hero's Friend, Running the Kingdom Behind the Scenes, Volume 4. The Ida-ten Deities Know Only Peace, Volume 8.
That's a fun one. That's from Cool Kyosinja and gang.
Yeah. I think it's published in Young Animal alongside Berserk, right?
Mm-hmm. It had an anime. I do recommend it. It has one of the best anime openings of all time. Seriously, I'm not joking. Fantastic songs.
I Quit My Apprenticeship as a Royal Court Wizard to Become a Magic Item Craftswoman, Volume 3. Sure. Chillin' in Another World with Level 2 Super Cheat Powers, Volume 10. The I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire, Volume 6. And the last one is a Don May novel. So moving back up to I'll Forget You Starting Today, Senpai. Did you have anything to say?
I don't think I've seen this one.
Okay, so. A reunion gone wrong when a woman reunites. When a woman reunites with her high school boyfriend at a matchmaker, things do not go how she imagined in this shoujo josei rom-com.
Is this not a steamship title?
No.
Okay.
I think it has a preview down below if you want to click on it on the Bookwalker site.
Oh,
I use that a lot for my videos. Click on the thing. There you go. Click on the free preview. Up a little bit up. There we go. It should open up a couple pages. Shout out to Seven Seas. Some of the other publishers don't care about preview pages, but I appreciate it. I use them for my videos. Nope, it's not opening. Any minute now. There we go. Thank you, Bookwalker.
Not a sponsor.
Not
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the foe.
Hold on. Oh, I wish we could have like loading music. Like music while this is going. I have it. I have music here. Hold on.
I'm gonna let that keep going.
Oh, damn it. Let me pause it.
Sorry. And then I'll move over to the other stuff, which is on Crunchyroll. Whatever they have here is what we've got. There's stuff that's probably missing. I know there's one that was on from Living the Line.
I have it on the thumbnail. I can look it up.
Apothecary Diaries novel volume 5. Oops, that's a book. Apothecary Diaries art book hardcover. I actually have that in the other room. The Link Click hardcover manhwa box set, so has the entire kind of like film comic version of Link Click, as well as all these extra things. Pink Heart Jam Beat volume 1. The Wizard When Words Kill is another. Damn it, it's another novel. End of Witches volume 3. Eden of Witches volume 3.
I like that cover
from Kana. That's been a good series. I will say, despite the like terrible quality of Kana's books, they release a lot of really good stuff. And it's not surprising that they would get a good license like City Hunter or Cat's Eye, but it's upsetting that like those are probably going to be the same terrible quality as these books. Wet Sand volume 1. The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest volume 24. Dragon and Chameleon volume 3. This is great. Absolutely fantastic. Like, the artwork has no reason to be as good as it is, but I really recommend it. That's a novel. Mr. Mega Man volume 2 from Udon. I really loved both of the Udon Mega Man manga that they recently debuted. This I don't know if this is actually going to come out this month though, because those got delayed so much.
Both are 3 volumes long, by the way, for anybody wondering.
Yeah. I Can't Get Through the Night Alone, single volume from Love. I was reincarnated as the heroine on the verge of a bad ending. Something, fall in love. On and Off, I showed that already. Love in the Palm of His Hand. This is also from Square Enix.
That one is interesting. It's a BL series, but one of the guys is wait, what's the word I'm looking for? Hearing issues. So there's a lot of sign language in this one, and it's about actors. So I thought that was interesting.
He's got the hearing aid in.
Yeah.
I do know a lot of my friends who enjoy BL are very excited for that one. So
The Prince is in the Villainous's Way, Volume 3. A Tale's Tale, Volume 3. Gio's favorite.
Please do the honors. Read that for me.
Merry Witch's Life, The Three Widows of Berla Bajil.
We got 3 pronunciations up in this show.
Berla Bajil.
Burly Badgel.
Burly Badgel.
Burly Bagil. But I don't know, whatever.
So
it's a made up place.
What was the description of this one?
Widowed witches and seeking to move on from their grief, but they still love their spouses, and it's sort of like the friendship that forms and stuff. But 2 of the witches are human, and one of them apparently is a scarab beetle. So I'm interested to check out that series because of that fact. And if you look at the preview pages, there's a scarab beetle, and it's emoting next to the other characters. So that's interesting.
That one sounds like it could be pretty fun.
They're having goofs and gaffs. You know how it is in Witchland.
Trapped by His Love, The Duke's Unexpected Bride, Volume 2. Just Like Mona Lisa, Volume 5. I think this one's 10 volumes long.
I have heard terrible things about this manga.
Of the Mona Lisa one?
Yes.
Mona Lisa? Oh.
So the initial premise is like the characters in this like series don't have a sex until they decide for one that they want, right? That's the premise. Yeah. And apparently the entire series, I guess spoiler alert, not really, because I don't know anything about this manga, but apparently the entire series is just there's a guy and a girl who both love this one character, and they want them to become whatever sex for their own gain, and they're like pushing it onto them. And then it's like, oh, this is spoiler. I know this for a fact is spoiler. So spoilers for this, turn me off if you don't want to hear about this manga, but it's kind of a pivotal thing for people who maybe are not super happy about gender being pushed onto people. But one of like the key plot points is that if this main character doesn't decide their sex, they die.
Oh wow, that's dramatic.
And I'm like, what?
So actual spoilers, that's not super true.
That's all I heard from someone else. So if you have been keeping up with it, I've
read through the 5 volumes. There's a point, I think volume 3 or so, where the main character, like, going through all of this conflict because the whole world is telling them you have to be one of these two things. They meet a person who's significantly older than they are who didn't choose. And they all of a sudden get this view of like, there is a possibility of life without having to choose. So it's like they in this universe are learning about gender and learning about sexuality. Like it is pushed on them at first, but it's because like most people, that's all they know. And then as the series goes on, they're like, but that's not what it has to be. So it's kind of this really slow burn, like realization about what there is out there, which I don't think is like helpful for people who are already familiar with like gender and sexuality. But if you were to have someone who's not, and like they're having certain feelings, I could see what they were going for with this.
Yeah. I mean, I would be happy if it turns out like different, but the people who I have seen review it, one of them was non-binary and they were just like, what the fuck is this? So I was like, okay, if like someone else is not, and that's like all I've heard about it. So
yeah, if they've only read the very beginning of the series, that's what it portrays. But like,
I think it was volume Annie Venture, I don't know if you know her. She read volumes 1 and 2, and I think the person that I also saw talk about it was what's their name? I would love to shout out their channel. 1 second. I think it's like Manga Captor, maybe. It is. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's gone.
Shout out to Manga Captor.
I think it's Manga Captor. But yeah, they reviewed like volumes 1 through 3, I believe.
I think it's rough because it does have, because I heard about it from Star, like before it even got licensed.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is bullshit. And then like Square Enix sent it to me, so I was like, okay, I'll read it. And I was like, this is a lot different than I expected it to be from what I was told.
Yeah.
So
it starts conversations.
It's definitely not going to be for everyone, but I don't think it's as like cut and dry as
I can see it being semi-divisive in its handling of things like Blue Flag is, where a lot of people still enjoy the series because it still had like meaning for them, but there were so many mishandled like specifically Did you read Blue Flag?
No.
There's one specific conversation where essentially this character is like, I hate gay people actually because my uncle tried to do stuff to me. So I hate gay people because I was molested. And it's just like, what? What are we doing here? And then they don't really push back on that.
Which
they just
one
let that happen.
Which one's that?
Blue Flag. It's a Jump Plus title.
I see it. Okay, got it.
For the most part, it's a really good series, and then there's just like stuff like that happens, and you're just like, why aren't we pushing back on this? We're just like, everyone has different opinions. And it's like,
oh, okay, interesting.
Doesn't mean they're all good.
Yeah, so I think it could be like that, where it's semi-divisive, because first of all, you know, like different countries, different views on things, or different views on like how they like where they are in that conversation, stuff like that, but then also just your own journey as well.
I think the seemingly big difference is that this one starts out in a certain way, where like it starts out seeming very black and white, like there's no nuance to the discussion, whereas other things might not. It's the bad part might come later on, like the part that people don't like. So for this one, like you don't get anything else but black and white until pretty far on.
Yeah.
And that's something that, like, especially now, like, there's not a lot of patience. Like, people are not going to stick around for 3 to 5 volumes to find out, like, where something is going. So it's not the best plan, but, like, I get it. Like, the author's not just going to come out in the first volume and be like, hey, by the way, stick around, because it's not going to be the same thing the whole time. Like, that's kind of ruins it. Like, when the moment happens, the one that I spoiled, it wouldn't really mean anything if they just told you from the beginning. Like, but instead they make it all dramatic, and they're like, you'll die, and then they have someone, they're like, they're lying about that. Like, you don't have to.
Brought me a drink.
Wrapping this up, The Emperor's Caretaker Volume 2, Palace of the Omega Volume 2, Black Summoner Volume 5, My Instant Death Ability is So Overpowered, yada yada yada, Volume 8, Under Ninja Volume 6, I doubt it, Heaven Official's Blessing Volume 6, there's a Genshin Impact art book, Indigo, this is from, what's it called, Nakama Press, which is, I think, under Mad Cave Publishing. So this is the first release from them.
Yeah, Mad Cave Studios.
Atelier Ryza 3 Official Visual Collection art book, and March Comes In Like a Lion Volume 4. I also kind of doubt this.
Random question: have you guys played the Ryza games before?
Mm-mm.
No, because I see people collecting an absurd amount of figures from this line, and I'm wondering where's the connect between the anime manga people and the JRPG gamers.
Wait, do me a favor, Riley. Will you click on that cover?
Which one?
Atelier Ryza?
Yes, I am not able to figure out what is going on with her legs.
She's got booty shorts on.
Yeah, and the wind is.
Oh, that's her ass. What the hell?
She got
booty shorts on, and her thighs are
water.
Skies out.
Does it not look like her head is backwards? Like her head is backwards, and then her chest is forward, and then her. Do you know what I'm saying? like her chest is going around.
I think you're
going in different directions.
I was very confused about the proportions there. Sorry. I just had to know what it was actually.
Brendan, thank you. Playing Ryza now, and it's very cozy JRPG, definitely for anime manga fans. Okay. because I watch a lot of anime figure collectors, and they're always getting figures from this series, but I've never played it, so I was wondering.
Let's see what they have on here.
I like that cover. I'm probably not going to read that book, but I like the coloring on that.
Ella is a reporter for an occult magazine, living what appears to be a normal life. She's not the best at getting along with people, but she has the special ability to sometimes know what other people are thinking. She also possesses an extreme sensibility, which enables her to communicate with plants and animals. One day, Ella learns the strange death of her college professor and beloved mentor, who seems to have committed suicide by starving to death. Instinct draws Ella to investigate the real cause of the professor's death, which gradually unfolds a series of mysterious incidents which surpass Ella's wildest imagination. As she investigates further, Ella encounters people who slowly guide her closer to the truth, which causes alternate forces to try and stop her pursuit. With help, Ella overcomes all odds, and in the process discovers she must fulfill her destiny and decide the fate of humanity, Earth, and the universe. By Chi Ho Kwan.
All right, shout out to Ella.
That was a lot for the
way too much
description, but it's not nearly as bad as Titan's like
the kaiju monsters.
Dude,
do you know about that one, Colleen? The kaiju monster solicit that we read on the show. Can you find that one, Riley? It's so much fun.
I said this in my video, and I said it carefully. It sounds like it's written by an AI.
Oh, this is the one that had like the super long.
Yes, that's the whole description of the first volume.
If I were to make a bet, I would say that this is written by AI, but I don't want to say that I'm sure about it because I don't want to get in trouble. Like I don't want them to get mad if they were to hear me say that. But I mean, it sounds like the whenever we check the Omnibros voicemails, that's what this sounds like.
Like a generate. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna get into trouble. They're not watching. I can read it or I can talk about it if you want.
Well, I already talked about it on my video from April releases, but
never mind.
The description, I'm gonna go through it. As the fog clears and colossal creatures stand as tall as mountains, be one of the bystanders in their shadows by opening Niken's explosive manga. Toxic Super Beast Volume 1 thrusts readers into a reality not too different from ours until terrifying monsters begin to appear one by one. Chaos ensues from the very first page as Niken brings the super beasts and the devastation they cause to life as the amazing artwork moves the audience from the safety of their own home and into the midst of the mayhem. While the monsters are so appalling and powerful that they resemble nothing from reality, their mission to take over a modern world like our own adds a layer of realism that causes unease and resonates with readers. You will find yourself cheering on the military and their impressive monster fighting tactics and divisions as they attempt to preserve human life. Though Niken remains an enigmatic figure, their action-packed mangas such as Gakuen X Fusa speak volumes. With dynamic visuals and a thrilling narrative, be immersed in a world of danger from page 1. The trilogy's first installment introduces the unimaginable instantly. A fierce five-headed dragon appears once the fog descends, setting the stage for an epic battle between humanity and the super beasts. Toxic Super pushes the boundaries of kaiju while taking readers on a journey of monstrous proportions.
They don't even say the title there.
How did they fit that at the back of the book? I wonder. I want to see the physical version.
I don't think so. I don't have a copy yet, but I don't think that's on the back of the book. It's like they just asked ChatGPT, like, write a description for Toxic Super Beast by Niken.
And then the service that GPT said, would you want something else? I'm like, yeah, throw some more in there. And they just kept copying and pasting.
It only mentions the Niken, but not Toy E. Like because it's created by Toy E, art and story by Niken. So
Toy E slander, baby. They hate Toy E.
So yeah, that's what they're doing. Like pretty much all of their let me look at this one. Yeah, same thing. There's another volume 1 coming out in like June or something.
I'm excited for this one.
I like the art on that one. I want to check it out. And it's vampires and something else. Sign me up. Let's go, baby.
It looks like it's going to be
Volume
kind of
1.
similar to Trinity Blood.
Yeah. Oh man, rest in peace to the author. Passed away.
Readers must brace themselves for an electrifying journey in this first
No,
volume
I will not, sir.
censorship, filled with
Manga
mecha
virtuoso.
high stacks drama. Manga virtuoso Ryuichi Sadamatsu.
I need them all. They are no longer mangakas. They are manga virtuosos.
Oh
What
man,
the
we could do a
hell?
whole show clicking on these. Oh my god, Sanda. Poor Sanda. Oh man.
In a near future Japan, Christmas has faded in the myth, and the birth rate has dropped so dramatically that children are now the most precious commodity. So where does it get into the bad stuff, though?
I think that one was not AI generated, probably.
With a mix of supernatural elements, heartfelt moments, and a nostalgic quest to restore childhood wonder, Sanda Volume 1 kicks off a 16-volume saga blending mystery, adventure, and emotional depth.
That
The
went
series
on
is
for
also being
16
adapted into an anime.
volumes?
Yeah, it should have gone longer.
Click
I
on
remember hearing about it
Dope
and then
Man.
never hearing about it again.
Dope
Click
Man
on
Volume.
Dope Man. That one's also pretty badass. In
It's
a bad
only
way.
the first volumes that they do that, though. Dangers lurk at every turn in Dope Man Volume 1. Ryo Yoshigami eradicates the metropolitan Japan that we know, as it has now become a war zone for the authorities and a new enemy.
And
The legalization of narcotics unleashed a wave of supernatural powers among drug addicts. To battle the new enemies, the D Unit is formed, comprising of detectives who, alongside the reader, are plunged into a superhuman doping conflict. The gripping story unfolds in a dark dystopia reminiscent of the hit anime Psycho Pass,
oh my
which
god.
Yoshigami also had a hand in creating as a screenwriter of the third season and author of the franchise's short novels. Now, fans have the chance to delve even deeper into his immersive worlds,
No.
exploring moral dilemmas and complex characters.
This is where it gets good.
Readers will quickly find themselves captivated by the conflict they're immediately thrown into, perhaps also be morally torn.
No,
While
I
it
doubt
may
it.
be right to side with the D Unit, who are attempting to restore law and order, the powerful dope men have a swagger about them as they wreak havoc across Japan.
D Unit.
While narcotics have bestowed fascinating and destructive powers, it will be adrenaline coursing through the reader's veins as they are consumed by the mayhem wrought in Dope Man. Against the backdrop of a Japan corrupted by drugs, the stage is set for epic confrontations and devastating battles.
I don't want these descriptions to change. Please keep them doing like that, Titan.
The first volume of Dope Man was okay. It didn't force through my veins or anything.
Oh, thank you. It finally opened. Let's go. I think this is safe for work. You're good to show stuff here.
I've had a crush on you for the longest time. Would you maybe want to go out?
Sure.
Huh? Sure, why not?
You want to go back to my place? Like, whoa, wait a minute. We're just.
You mean now? Parents
We
are
literally just started dating.
Oh shit! Go right on into it. I'm sorry.
Oh, she's
Bro. What the hell?
She's upset now. She's sad. Oh, this was years ago, and now
she's remembering.
In her 30s. Can't let the past keep hold of me forever. I think you will, though.
My name is Tsutsumi.
Oh,
it's a bank teller.
Him? It's him, and now they're gonna do some stuff together, probably.
I'm gonna sound very dumb for the sake of making everybody laugh, but this is years ago, by the way, not now. Years ago, I didn't realize the technique of the super dark black pages indicated flashback. So my mind was blown when I figured it out. I'm like, whoa, it's a flashback. All right. So now every time I see it, I laugh because I think back to my naive self looking at that for the first time.
The beauty of manga.
Oh my god, I am a virtuoso now.
All right, well, that's all I got. Boom.
That's all you got? I got 2 links that I can show you real quick. We're all coughing in this stream.
I'm sorry.
What happened? I closed it. Fantastic. Good job, Gio. Oh, okay. it's still listed as the last week of May, but now here on Barnes and Noble it says June 3rd. So I don't know. I still think it's coming out on the actual on this month. But this is the other one from Smudge Living the Line, Face Meat from Bontantaro. If you like Gekiga horror with pink violence and not safe for work elements, you're gonna dig this. I guess I'm gonna go for a complete set of Smudge books, so I'll get Face Meat. Why not? And it's a decapitated lady. What could go wrong?
Face Meat.
And then something more wholesome. Check this out.
Fairy cat. Woo!
This is so adorable.
Oh, look at that little baby.
Look at this.
Oh.
I need to read this. I need to get it.
Oh my god.
So tiny. And then he discovers, homeboy discovers the fairy cat. And is there more? Oh yeah. It's a palm-sized cat. What are you supposed to do when you see one? It's okay to touch it, right? It's wet. I should dry it off. And the cat disappeared. So now he's committed to finding the cat in the house. They're a type of fairy.
I don't know if I could read this because I'd literally just be looking at every page and going, it's so cute.
It's that expression right there with his hands and his mouth, that covering his mouth. That'd be all of us reading it.
Yeah.
My favorite panel is this with the water, the raindrop.
The water on his face, and he's like,
he's so angry. I love it.
And the hidden little marches.
So that's a winner from Seven Seas. I'm on board for this one. I'll grab it. Why not? Loading. No.
I think I could easily convince Zach to buy that.
Yes, let's go.
I remember previously when I visited that you were like, Zach wants to have a whole cat manga library.
Every time we go, he's always looking at the cat manga, and then he's like, "Oh, but they're always so expensive." So we never get them, but we always want to.
I would be down to owning like a shelf of cat manga because they got some unique stuff like the zombie ones and this one with the fairies, the yokai cats. Why not?
I think the one he's always looking at is Cat Gamer. Is that the one that's got like the cover that's got like the
D-pad?
Yeah.
D-pad? Yeah, D-pad. And then there's Little Leo, which we talked about last week, which Denpa considers themselves the expert on Moto Hagio because they had Little Leo. But yeah, shout out. Oh, wait,
There's the Cat Gamer 1 through 7.
Gamers.
8 will be the last of the cat gamers.
Okay, so this is not the one I was thinking of because the one cat manga I'm thinking of has like
Little Leo, baby.
The not indented the reverse
the
of yes.
It has the toe beans. That's the cat massage therapist, I believe.
That's the one he always pulls out because he likes the paws on the cover.
Well, I think it's only the first 1 or 2 or something. So
and then they don't do it anymore.
Yeah, they do. Seven Seas does that a lot with their books. Like the first 1 or 2 volumes will have, or like a certain number of them will have, indentation or raised stuff or like spot gloss, and then later volumes will just be normal covers.
I'm thinking of a cat manga, but I can't remember the name. I'm looking through
There's so many.
There's so many. Yeah, we could do a whole tier list.
Like the vast majority of them do come from Seven Seas at this point.
They got a stranglehold on the cat manga.
If you go to,
and yet they still don't have the Yumi Tamura cat manga.
Yeah. But yeah, they have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3.
Josh, it's great. It's a lot of fun. Cat from Our World. Love it. You should read it.
They have 31 different cat manga.
31.
That's crazy.
At least stuff that they tagged as cat manga. I don't know. There's stuff that's not tagged properly.
Does that include monster girls that are like cat?
Oh my god.
Hey, technically it is part of the cat bibliography.
Has Michan Wants to Be Kept
There you go.
and Chainsmoker Cat.
Chainsmoker cat. Let's go. That's a
Cat in a Hot Girl's Dorm.
I don't know about that one.
Ex
But,
Yakuza and Stray Kitten.
Behemoth monster cat thing where the cat is laying on the. Never mind. You get the idea.
The Walking Cat, a cat's eye view of the zombie apocalypse.
Is that a good one? I want to get that, but if it's sad, I'm not gonna grab it.
I have no clue.
I know it's the cat from the zombie apocalypse from the perspective of the cat, so I'm worried that it's not gonna end well for the cat.
I have Cat from Our World and Forgotten Witch, Story of Seven Lives, complete collection. Cat Companions, Maruru and Hachi. I have Michan. I have Night of Living Cat.
That's getting an anime soon.
Yeah. I think that's all I have out of their stuff. And I'm gonna try and get the Pandanya ones, like Yokai Cats and
Those are
Evil
always
Secret
so
Society of
cute.
Cats.
Do you know about this one? This one. This is Uchujin Mumu. It has a manga, and this is the anime that is airing right now this season. It's a lot of fun, and there's cats, but the cats are aliens.
Hi.
Basically, it says here, a cat-like alien from a distant galaxy arrives on Earth. His goal is to learn about home appliance technology on Earth to recover the technology his species lost. The protagonist has a typical university life, but everything changes with Mumu's arrival. What begins as an unexpected cohabitation, I butchered that, sorry, quickly turns into a whirlwind of chaotic events. The chemistry between the two characters leads to a spectacular appliance-filled cat comedy adventure. It's fun. It's silly and goofy. I love it. It's
Nice.
a fat orange cat. Sign me up.
And there's 2 Godzilla releases this month.
You called it, Riley. There's Josh saying I should read Mao.
I already got it. I already covered it.
Cat manga. I know in a Bakaneko, that's one of my favorite yokai. Bakaneko. Oh, cat manga recommendation. Red Cat Ramen. I got the Nendoroid here. I don't have the physical edition because nobody's brave enough to put it out. But look at this guy.
He's so cute.
He's serving up ramen. He's always here next to me. And
What's the other recent? Wasn't there another one that's on Jump Plus?
for cats?
I think.
I don't know.
Is that where I saw it? I don't know.
And the thing is, one of the cat that works at the ramen shop, he's a gamer. And he's like into FPS shooters. He's talented enough to play FPS games, but he can't compete in tournaments because people don't know he's a cat. So he's always going to be stuck and not advancing as a pro gamer, and that is hilarious and sad at the same time.
Come on, cat, be Airbud.
Yeah.
Be the Airbud of gaming.
Let me see if I can pull up a picture of homeboy cat ramen gamer. It's the black cat here. These cats are so adorable. I love them so much, and it's a damn shame that they don't want to do a physical edition of it. Of the manga, sorry. It started as a webcomic and then they turned it into a manga. Here's the main cast. And it's the black cat that is a gamer.
One of these things is not like the other.
It's a cat.
There's a tiger. Yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture of him gaming. And look at this thing. This is so adorable. Hold on. Wait a minute. We're not ending the show yet because I need all of you to fall in love with this guy.
Oh,
I love this little dude so much.
his eyes.
And he wears a pompadour, which appeals to the insufferable Omnibros collector.
Pompadour collector.
Yeah, insufferable pompadour collector.
I'd like 5 more of these little pompadour guys.
Looky. He finds a wig and starts wearing it.
You
Like,
melted.
hell yeah, little dude.
my stone cold frozen heart.
Give anything up, Pompadour, and I'll have a good laugh.
Speaking of nothing to do with what I'm about to say, Colleen, how was the new Rose of Versailles movie?
You already know how I feel about it. Yeah, nice thing I'll say. It was very pretty. Beautiful animation. I liked the emotional moments in like the last 30 minutes of it. It's a 2-hour movie. That's about all the nice stuff I have to say. For anyone who has read Rose of Versailles, there is a lot of stuff that they have cut out. There is a 5-second cameo of one of the major main characters from the manga. She's entirely cut out. Like she doesn't have her plot line, anything in it. Basically everything that happens in the first 2 volumes, I'm gonna say, doesn't show up in the movie if it doesn't involve Marie Antoinette or Oscar. And even then, anything that involves them before they become adults, completely put into music montages that are essentially just music videos that just look nice, and then it's so weird. It's very does not flow well. And that's like for a good hour of the movie. It's just like these music montages. It's not a musical. It is just scenes happening. Sometimes it's not even scenes. Sometimes it's literally like a music video where they're like one of the songs has like Oscar like walking in a forest, and she's got like chains on her, and she's got like wooden legs, like she's following the path that her father wanted. And then as the song ramps up with the most literal ass lyrics you have ever seen of like, I'm beaten down by my dad, and now I'm walking towards the light. And like the chains are falling off, and then she like gets her sword, and there was so much stuff with like Greek mythology. Like one part that was like a musical montage was like Marie Antoinette and this von Fersen guy flying into the sky, like in like robes, like Grecian robes, and then dancing in the clouds. Like, what the fuck is happening? Also, Rose of Versailles is very much like, we don't like fascism, down with the rich. There was so little of that in the movie, and it is almost insane how they made a movie about the French Revolution and didn't make it seem like it was anti-capitalist.
Without the themes of the revolution.
Like there's some like key points in the manga where like Oscar goes to like a sit-in that Robespierre is holding. And he's like talking about like why they need to, he's a protester, and he's like saying all the key talking points of like why they need to be protesting and down with the monarchy and all that stuff. That's gone. Like Oscar kind of just starts like understanding the plight of poor people because she saw them be poor, and was like, oh my god, people really hate the king and queen. We gotta kill them, guys. And it really comes out of nowhere. It just did not work.
So it's just an AMV of Rose of Versailles.
And it really sucks because it's the most accessible now of all of Rose of Versailles media that you could get. I would say the manga isn't super accessible just because it's pretty expensive. The anime is, I think it's available on Amazon Prime, but it's not like many people are gonna have that.
Sorry.
So this is going to be the most accessible, and I don't know if people are going to be very interested in Rose of Versailles if they think that's like the only thing it's about is just like two romances.
I hate to break it to everybody, but that movie will do horribly on Netflix.
Apparently it didn't even do very well in Japan.
So there you go.
So
people are just gonna skip it on Netflix.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it like coming out or anything, and I was like scrolling through Netflix for something to watch in the background while working, and I saw that and I was like, huh. And I was gonna say something about it on Discord, and then later Colleen was like, New Rose of Versailles sucks, and I was like, okay.
We were 45 minutes in and we were just like, what the fuck is this? I was so upset. I kept having to tell Zach all the things that they like left out or cut out, or like, oh, this person was actually a full main character for like 2-3 whole volumes and they just fucking cut her out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, yesterday. Yes.
Yeah, I had my reminder set.
Oh shit, I'm missing the stream where you all talk about SBR. We did dedicated like 55 minutes to it, right, Riley?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Everything before I started talking about Rose of Versailles, that was all about.
Yeah. Even when it wasn't, it was.
Yeah. It was an allegory for Steel Ball Run.
It's our video essay podcast. Welcome to Steel Bros. No, I can't. Steel Ball Run Bros Live on the Omnibros Collectors Network. There we go.
Steel Bros Run.
But what won't let you down is In Stock Trades, our lovely sponsor, with amazing deals. You get your Omnibus trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices. Free shipping in the US at $50. Loyalty discount adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service. That is our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, making tonight's broadcast happen. Shout out to IST.
Shout out.
Let's see if I missed any comments here. I think I got all of them. The unit.
Tuck it in. Let it begin.
My poor sweet Sonda. I haven't read it yet. I just feel bad for Padu. Padu, yeah, same. I'll get it though, because I'm a big fan of Padu. So
here's Red Eyes again, coming in with the cameo. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Red Eyes Black Dragon. Thanks, Red Eyes.
That's a cool voice.
I don't have Chihaya next to me, but she can. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Chihaya Ayase. I love Naruto.
Right.
Thanks for watching. I'm Roronoa Zoro. Somehow I can talk even though I've got a sword in my mouth.
This was one of my favorite comments of the night. Oh, what is that?
Thanks for watching. I'm a squash with a guy in it.
A white squash guy. March comes in like a lion. Doubt it. I love
More
that.
like July comes in.
July, yeah.
It's hard to keep up with what's actually coming from Denpa now because they stopped posting on Twitter, except to come in and talk shit to people in their comments.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah. I mean, Colleen, you said that you watched my rant from last week. So you know that I mentioned how they like they left Twitter for like months and then came back just to
say Moto Hagio isn't popular. It doesn't sell well.
Moto Hagio is not popular, and y'all should have bought Little Leo that we never bothered to advertise and market at all.
And meanwhile, I didn't know they ever made anything for Moto Hagio.
And then they're upset at Fantagraphics. Like, dude, you only got that one cat manga. Chill down. Calm down.
It is very funny because after all that stuff they said, yesterday or 2 days ago, I was looking through a bunch of Rachel Thorne's like old blog posts just to like look for info for stuff. And there's like a full interview that Rachel Thorne did with fucking Moto Hagio. And I'm like, and you want to be called? No. These two are like besties.
Right.
Yeah, get out of here.
This is a very important comment. Best comment of the night. This is the best and most informative manga podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for your compliment.
I don't
really
have a
nice of
monster
you.
thing. Oh, wait, I do. I have a crab.
That's
Yeah.
really nice of you. I can't believe you would say something so nice. I really appreciate it.
I don't know what the fuck I am.
It looks like a Star Wars alien.
Please!
Why
End
did
my
they-
misery!
Why did they make me?
Someone end my suffering, please.
That's how we end this. We're all just like, oh, end my suffering. I don't want to live anymore.
These could be our YouTube VTuber avatars now.
VTubing, but it's just me doing this.
Yes, just this. Minimal effort.
I'm
Where'd you get
Spider-Man.
that, Spider-Man?
My grandmother made it for me when I was like 3.
Aww,
That is adorable. Oh my gosh. Now I'm
that's
gonna get
so
sentimental.
sweet.
Heck yeah.
This is like my first Spider-Man action figure. And you-
That's the
T-posing
best
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man action figure, right?
Yeah.
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 He's gonna fight the little alien guy. You know who this guy is?
That's God. I don't remember his name, but he's from the Sonic, the fighting game.
I'll give you a hint. Let me pull his hand down.
Oh,
give you a
my
hint.
name is
Ah, you
something.
You can't see it that well.
Sonic Jones.
This is Fang.
My name's Fang,
Yeah, he is supposed to be Australian. So
and I'm from the Outback.
I don't
think
do
you-
Australian accents. So I'm not even gonna bother. So yeah.
My name's Fang, and I'm
Crikey.
Nor, my name's I can only do the Nor.
or Nor Fang's dying.
Nor, Cleor.
And I got everybody else. You know who this guy is?
That's
Toonami guy?
Metal Sonic.
Mecha Sonic
Looks
Damn
like
it.
from
Toonami
Sonic
guy.
2.
Tom.
And you know this guy.
Tom
right?
Nami.
That one's Metal Sonic.
Yeah, badass. And you know her, right?
We call her Tits the Bat in this house.
Rouge the Bat. But we're not done. We got Amy. She's the GOAT. My favorite of the female characters in
How
Sonic.
dare you? She's a hedgehog.
Sorry. And there's this guy.
Yellow Sonic.
Ray, the swine
Squirrel.
squirrel.
And he's friends with one of the members of Team Chaotix,
Charmy.
Mighty.
Mighty.
the armadillo.
Mighty the armadillo. Charmy is the bee.
Charmy is the
Bull.
bee,
Why does it have bull horns?
Ears. I don't know.
Why didn't you just pull out a fucking shank?
This is a random episode. Spider-Man, Red Eyes Dragon, Australian
Just in case.
accent, and then now you're gonna shank somebody.
But wait, there's more.
What?
Double.
Is this a batarang? It
Yeah.
is. Okay, that makes sense.
No, I was gonna say your Blade and your vampire hunting in
Yeah.
the nightclub. Let's see. I'm almost done with the comments here. Hey, thank you. Appreciated that. I do have a video up on just on the volume ones of the new releases if you want to check it out. I mean, we talked about it here, but if you want to check that out, I'd appreciate it. You can leave it on in the background while you do stuff. It's okay.
Or I'll shank you.
Yes, let's go. Wait a minute. Do that again. Boom. Oh, you're dead.
I'll shank you.
This is what Geo did to that centipede.
Yeah. I missed this comment. Thank you so much. She was a slave that was taken in by a family. This is for the Mongol manga. Family and educated, but then she was kidnapped by the Mongols, and since she's educated, she teams up with one of the Khan's wives, who was also kidnapped. Okay. And Saru is doing the anime, and it looks fantastic. I can't wait for that.
So excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Here's
be
a cat.
My God, you're just pulling everything out right now.
Yeah,
I just bought a bunch of stuff.
random trinkets. Is that
Yeah,
it?
I have just a ton of stuff in my desk right now.
Okay, that's it.
I've got a bunch of stickers. There's Luffy and there's Gus from Burke.
There's
Gus.
Gus.
I have the meme edit of him with a mustache. I love that one. Berserk purists get so pissed off at that meme, but I love it. And he's got like a 80s Miami Vice shirt. Hell yeah.
Totally
What the hell
awesome.
is that? Wait, what is that?
Totally awesome.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what it was.
Very
I
cool.
like it. James,
Thanks for
thank
showing
you.
us, buddy.
Yo, all the links, every
He's
link.
plugging us.
Oh,
You're the best, James.
Oh, there we go. Yay. Colleen, what you got going on the internet?
I don't have anything coming out anytime soon. Vague idea for a video, and someone here might appear. Oh!
I wonder, will that person be shanking?
He might be shanking. He might be just coming onto the. Just kind of.
That'd be a fun
And
bit
then
for one of
leaving.
the episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you can find me on Blue Sky, Instagram, Colleen's Manga Rex. There's my YouTube. You can buy my merch.
Colleen's merch.
Do I have silver? Oh, my guy. Yes, I'm sorry to butt in.
No, you're good.
You're silver.
This is more important.
Sorry.
And I think that's it for me. So don't got much going on for the next week, at least.
That's cool. That's okay.
Taking my
What about Shanks?
Red-haired Shanks. I'm working
That's
on
right.
stuff. Don't bother me, or I'm gonna shank you.
Vote for the Inhumans if you're a Marvel omnibus collector, enthusiast, aficionado, whatever, and you're voting in the near mint condition sponsored poll, Tiger Eyes poll, whatever that thing. There's too many words. Vote for the Inhumans. I'd appreciate it if you can spare one of your votes because you got 10 of them. Do that.
Vote for mayor.
This is so random. Colleen, you want to vote for the Inhumans omnibus? I'd appreciate it.
Sure, yeah. I'll do
Okay.
anything for you.
Thank you. Here's a link. We'll share it.
Do anything for
I got one more thing to show. Hold on. Let me go find it real quick.
I'm attaching microphones to my glasses.
Is it just under Inhumans, or is there another name before it?
On the drop-down menu, if you just start typing like INH, it'll give you a list of every Inhumans book.
It's not letting me type anything. So I
You're
will scroll.
not gonna type into the field, but you know how if you are filling out something online and
Which Inhumans?
all of them.
Okay, so just
you can do
for all my
early-
choices, just any of the Inhumans.
early years or Marvel Knights. That'd be cool.
But they've got to put in on all 10 fields, right? Or can you leave them blank?
I have no idea, but there might be some things I don't know. You're not gonna read
It's
any of them.
I think I've done this before for you.
Last year, yes, that's
Yeah,
why.
okay. I was like, I feel like I've done this already.
So do all the Inhumans and then
Yeah, if
do
you got any for me too.
and then do Alf
Okay.
and
Millie the model.
which one?
Millie the model
Oh yeah, Millie the model for Jess.
for Jess.
I
And
was watching Jess's video about what he voted for earlier, and
Yeah.
he said Millie the model something. He starts talking about it, and he's like something, and it's very sexist.
I mean, it was a product from the when that happened, like a billion years ago, 50s or 60s.
Was it from the 50s? I think.
Yeah. But it's a historical thing that people, whatever.
I can't
Vote
wait
for
to
it.
vote for this sexist piece of work.
But he said one of the cool things about it is that all of the like hairstyles and clothing that they used were
For
all
Millie was submitted by
readers mailed them in.
Oh, that's fun.
The artist would like use the submissions for the book itself, and I thought that was a really neat thing.
I don't have the statue here with me, but I can show you the empty box. Look what I got.
Ooh, that's not Millie the model.
No, that's Nazuna from
Oh, I was gonna say, is that the Call of the Night? And yeah, Call of the Night Girl.
Yep.
Called The Name of the Night.
Yeah, I was about to say it too, and I was like, wait, did I say the wrong one?
Caught myself.
I need to get back to reading it. I took a break and I haven't gotten back to it. I think the last I read was the other vampires showed up and they were like, stay away from her.
Yeah. I like that her idea of a fun time is hanging out in her apartment with no furniture, playing PlayStation 1 games. I'm like, all right, let's go. Appreciate that.
She's just like me for real.
In the anime, she shares the voice actress of Aqua from Konosuba. And that's really funny if you watch both shows, but it's good. I don't have a picture of the Nazuna statue. I could go in my Discord, but I'm not going to do that. Anyways, that's it. That's all we got. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Love your faces. Thank you. Oh, wait. I got this guy. You know this guy?
Oh, cutie.
He's a little model kit, like $10.
That's like a cat.
Yeah, he's a cat. It's a cat. Sorry. I don't know what the Mew and Mewtwo line are supposed to be. They're it. What am I talking about? Oh, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for watching the show. Hit the like button on your way out. Tomorrow, we'll be back for a Friday stream. And then we'll be back on Monday for hauls, previews, reads, all that fun stuff. Thank you to In Stock Trades. Thank you to everybody in the chat. You guys are lovely. We can't do the show without you. If you want to join the links to anything, James posted them. Appreciate it. And one final comment, which I think is pretty damn awesome. Been listening to the Manga Explaining podcast on Spotify, and they mentioned the Omnibus Collector in one of the episodes. It's cool.
Was it one from a while ago? Because I know they mentioned something like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But I know Deb on there, like we've communicated a lot. She brought me out to a couple conventions and stuff.
Also, I just realized it's the Omnibus Collector. I thought it said the Omnibus Collector's Network. I'm like, damn, all right, this is a pretty obscure podcast.
The whole network, hell yeah.
All right, just me.
But one out of the three, that's pretty awesome. So let's go. Oh, here's the link. There you go. Buy some merch. Follow the or join the Discord. Follow the channels. Do all that fun stuff. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. H Field just voted for the Inhumans. Let's go. We get
fucking go.
3,000. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just wanting to say the movement is happening. Like I've seen a lot of people starting to roll up and talk about like Inhumans. Like there's a lot of stuff happening with the Inhumans as far as voting goes, and people
let's go
trying to tell everyone else to vote for them.
Last year they ended up in the 70 something range, right?
Yeah,
I think James was the one that told me.
And
typically the top 60 are the ones that get sent over to Marvel. So I wanted to at least break the top 60. I'm not asking for a lot. I don't think it's going to go way up top, but if we can get there, like in the 50 zone or whatever, man, that'd be an accomplishment. Let's go.
I think it will. I think it's going to happen. I'm hoping that it's going to get surprisingly high. It's got to, like, at least one of them has to get up there.
Let's go, baby. Yes, vote. That's me voting right now. Vote for the Inhumans. So that's it. Oh, wait, I forgot this guy. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's it. We're good. We're done. We're good. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.